Good evening, good morning to all. Thanks for joining with us. So today we are going to give you an overview of healthcare business use case, that how we helped one of our customer to simplify their healthcare needs. So we are going to go with this kind of agenda. So myself, Pavan. So I'm a CEO founder of EasyStepIn. Also, I'm a cloud integration expert. Along with me, Lalit and also Veena, who is our integration consultant. So EasyStepIn is a growing firm, and we started our journey 2016, and we are continuing our growth, and we expand our skill set on iPaaS, Flow, MDM, AI, or IoT kind of skill sets. And we are partnered with Boomi, and also Workato, and we are looking for upcoming partnership with MuleSoft and other iPaaS platforms. So we served 18 clients till now. We are industry all the standard. We align with the industry standards such as ISO type of standards. We are engaged resources with India offshore delivery and onshore USA presence. So let's start with Boomi. So Boomi is an iPaaS or digital connected enterprise platform which supports all the features of data or integration needs. So you can do a integrate, hub, flow, mediate, exchange. Integrate is something where connect between two different applications. It might be a cloud integration or application to application integration. And exchange is a B2B or business to business. You can integrate across multiple organizations. Boomi supports various type of standards. Mediate is a powerful API platform. Boomi is simplified with the help of API platform, where you can do a REST or SOAP or OData APIs, and it will support all type of industry API standards that such as API gateways, authentication protocols, and plans like that. Hub is a master data platform where you can store your master data, and you can enrich and follow the data governance rules. So Boomi Hub is another platform, powerful platform. Flow is Boomi's business process management application. You can build your automations using Boomi Flow. It will connect a number of backend applications, and you can automate entire your business process flow, such as approvals, like that. So with the Boomi, you'll be able to connect your on-premises, cloud, as well as gateway devices. Of course, you can do the blockchain, IoT, everything. So what is our business use case? So the business requirement is it's a healthcare. So one of our healthcare customer, they have different vendors, and they have a partnership with the hospitals, doctors, patients, pharmaceutics, as well as they have a manufacturing companies, or they have a life sciences, which is like a manufacturing, right? So life science industry. So it's like one of the largest healthcare partner. So they need a unified or automation approach where they can collectively get the data from various sources and store in the different applications. So few of the requirements, right? We have to get the data from either databases or SFTP or Salesforce, such applications, and store in other applications. So, and if any, based on the data routing or based on the data condition, we have to route respective end applications or third-party systems. So we have to make sure or separate the data based on the incoming data types. Let's say patient details or medical details or report details or blah blah. So whatever needed for the healthcare. So also make sure we address the error handling needs, as well as anything is failure, they want to reprocess the complete the failure data, but they want to make sure the business continues should not down. So all are the business requirements for our client. So one of the architecture or business is it is a B2B where we used to get the like customer used to get the data between across different vendors via trading partner approach. It's usually SFTP or AS2 protocol or FTP protocol, right? So once you got the data, the X2L standard or HL7, HL7, which is MLLP protocol. So once you got the data, then you can process the data to the backend Oracle database or other applications, and finally you can acknowledge that data back to the vendors. This is one of the B2B flow. So we used mainly FTP, SFTP, or AS to MLLP. MLLP is mainly for the HL7 protocol. So the example standards are ADT. A05, which is pre-admit patient data or patient data, drugs data like that actually. RGB also one of the standard data, and ADT or ACK, this is for acknowledgement purpose. In terms of X12, we have 837, 835 or 997, 999 kind of acknowledgement data. So this is one of the business flow, especially for B2B architecture in healthcare industry, right? So the what are the challenges? So client need a unified or simplified approach. They don't want to make too much complex with the help of lot of installations, lot of on-premises applications like that. Actually, they want to make sure one single and unified cloud-native application, which they'll be able to connect unlimited applications or vendors or some other systems, right? So in the form of either B2B architecture or A2A architecture or cloud architecture or API architecture. And also they want to make sure a microservices capability where they can expose a small the backend applications as a service, and they can give it to their partners so that they can process some data, required data. And performance issues is and also complex maintenance, that is also one of the things they have to make sure that should not happen using this approach. So, and also they want to utilize the modern B2B architecture, not the legacy kind of B2B architecture. So for that, they are using AI, the API also API approach. And also they want to make sure all the connectivity between the patient, hospital, doctor, insurance claims, and pharmacy or manufacturing industry or life science industry should be connected together with the form of the unified platform. So, and also they want to make sure any adding a new partner or existing removing of existing partner should not be tough, or should, so the existing approach should be tough, right? So the design is tightly coupled. Let's say existing architecture might be tightly coupled, but they want to make sure that should not happen. And also a lot of design approaches are a failure in the existing businesses, right? So there are many business challenges the customer existing they are facing, but we addressed with the form of Boomi, and then we simplified the process. So one of the modern architecture of Dell Boomi, where we installed the Boomi Atom in our premises because they want to make sure the secure data will be secured, where we can connect their on-prem applications and also we'll be able to connect the cloud applications such as Salesforce or ActiveMQ, like the kind of servers, right? So so any third-party vendor, they will connect via client SFTP or API approach. Once they connect the SFTP or API, so then Boomi will get the data and we can segregate the data, either patient data or drug data or some other data, and we can route the aspect data to the backend application, and we can acknowledge that back to the third party vendor. So it's a single, as it's a unified platform. The microservices layer, which is we formed in the form of API, and the manual scheduling process in the form of SFTP, and cloud application connectivity in the form of Salesforce or whatever applications. So it is backend is the on-premises application, which is secure data, will be stored in the backend Oracle database or some kind of databases that they have. So Boomi Atom or Molecule, which is already installed in their premises. So all the data they want to make sure the encrypted format. So this kind of architecture we used for their most of the business flows. So the business benefit of this kind of business flow, right, is loosely coupled. So where you can do a piece of work and make sure that it should not impact for the others, right? Like that, the loosely coupled architecture and robust architecture, and also make sure the better effective exception handling enabled for this process. Now, I'll hand over to Veena just to give you overview about the data flow. So the few of the integrations she developed, so she's going to give you an overview of the data flow.
Thanks, Pawan. Hi, everyone. Good evening. Good morning. Today I will go through with the data flow. Here we are dealing with the 100 plus integration. Whenever the vendor applications will hit the API call, they will create the data through the API call, which will send to the JMS or HTTP backend based on the data lookup. So whenever the JMS will get the data, it will store in the data queue, and it will listen the process through the publisher process JMS, and it will create the drug details into the database, which is encrypted totally as it is a patient's data. It will in the format of JSON and the database. It will store the data into the Oracle DB, and it will acknowledge through the API SFTP, and it will archive the data through the SFTP. And whenever the scheduling happen, whenever the data in the SFTP, as it is a scheduled process, it will hit through the third party applications, and the data will be stored in the database, and it will acknowledge the data in the SFTP. And we are sending the acknowledgement through the encrypted through the JSON data. In the backend, we are doing the error handling. Whenever the server is down or any data error, it will store in the JMS queue based on the unique ID. Again, it will reprocess the data, and again it will store the data into the database. Here we are dealing with totally profile as a JSON and the database. And it will acknowledge the data to SFTP. This is the one of the business use case we are dealing with, and there are other more. Now I will hand it over to Pawan.
Thanks, Veena. So as Veena mentioned, right, so this is one of the business flow or a business use case, I can say. So the one is scheduled bus, one is API based process. So because scheduled bus is required for the customer need, because few of their vendors are they're not able to call APIs. They want to make sure that is a SFTP approach, and few of their vendors they want APIs. So that's the reason we built a separate architecture. Oh, okay, so there are the few of the sample screenshots, like so we have as well as I mean Boomi process as well as SFTP, like that. Just a sample screenshots. So what are the business outcomes? So if we use this kind of approach, we'll be able to reduce the burden of the any business team. Let's say we have a simplified Microsoft architecture, we have a failure mechanism, we have a retry mechanism, we have the effect exception handling, we have the archiving mechanism. Everything is in place with the help of modern iPaaS or data business architecture. So it simplifies the interaction between patient, hospital, pharmacy, manufacturing industry, life science industry, and as a mediation, it's a loosely coupled architecture, so that everyone is able to interact with others with the help of this loose coupling architecture, and they can, for example, if something happened with one vendor, it will down only for that vendor, but other vendor will continue. So the business continuity will not let you down, or let the business will not, I mean, there is no chance of getting the business down. And it's a simply low code platform, and also it's a cloud native application, right? So it will eliminate the lot of manual intervention. So everything is like automation process, and also these be able to help the business approval process as well. Let's say if any approvals needed, they can just configure using Boomi Flow or other direct approach, and they can easily maintain that approval mechanism. And each and every process, there is a clear tracking. If something goes well, what is the failure, we'll be able to crack that information. And also that we can use Boomi's tracked field option, where we can just go and search the specific patient data or drug data, whatever, just see whether that is placed or not. Though it's encrypted, we'll be able to just see the transaction happened or not. And also we'll make sure the connectivity across on-prem, cloud, or third parties, we can manage with the unified approach. So the microservice is the key point here, or independent scheduling also key point here. So overall, it's a one-time efforts where we can integrate or we can modernize the entire data platform. It will give you the efficient and result oriented approach. So this kind of architecture will be useful for any healthcare industry, and uh, it saves a lot of their manual efforts. So overall final benefits, I can say it's a low cost platform and easy to use and high visibility to the everyone, and also speed wise no compromise on speed and highly secured, and it's simple by its nature. It's very simple, and it's a single platform, but it's a multi-tenant architecture. So high availability, and you can have a lot of exception handling, logging, that kind of mechanisms. So So to conclude this, right? So overall, we can or any business can automate their healthcare business using Boomi kind of iPaaS platforms. So where they can manage in the form of microservices architecture or API based architecture. Also, they can do a connectivity between their on-prem or cloud or B2B architecture or API architecture. Everything is possible with the form of modern healthcare business architecture, and they will then any business your owners, they'll be able to simply sit and see the reporting in an easy way. Now it's time for the Q&A. So please ask your questions now. I can answer. Okay, there is a question from Michael. So, are you able to support on HL7 all types of HL7 EDI standards? EDI standards use EDI transaction sets for HL7 protocol. Yes, Boomi is most of the transaction sets are supported in Boomi platform. You can modernize your EDI approach using Boomi HL7 option, and also Boomi will support MLLP protocol. We can use that MLLP option as well for the debt transaction exchange. So the Boomi will support client certificate or two-way authentication. Yes, Boomi will support two-way authentication where normally username password is a usual approach or token-based approach, but there is a there is a high possibility any customer B2B customer they need a client certificate authentication. Yes, Boomi will support the certificate based exchange authentication. You can have your public certificate, and Boomi has a public certificate. We can exchange your public certificates and do authentication. It is possible. Any other questions? Okay, do you have any ready-made frameworks for healthcare? So we build for customers, because healthcare it is totally depends on the customer to customer. Yes, but we do have a standard approaches for healthcare as well. Let's say the standard way of connecting HL7 or X12 using AS2 protocol or MLP protocol, and also we'll be able to having we have a standard logging option, standard exception handling option. We have a standard mailing alerting options. Yes, we have available. So upon client requirement, we can customize it and we can hand over to you, so that you can save a lot of your time and as well as cost. So are you able to connect life sciences or healthcare IoT devices with Boomi? Yes, absolutely. Let's say you have any IoT sensors or blood pressure, temperature, any kind of IoT sensors. So we already did some of the business samples as well. So we'll share in upcoming webinars as well. So where you can have a IoT device. So we can trigger that data using a MQTT or API approach, and we can process the data. It's absolutely possible. IoT with Boomi integration or your backend data integration. It will help you a lot of real-time dashboards using Boomi Flow also. Also, you can maintain the approval using Slack or Microsoft Teams kind of bots. So do you also integrate with blockchain? Yes, we'll be able to integrate with the blockchain, Ethereum or Hyperledger or Bitcoin kind of um, blockchain technologies, and we can create a contract. We'll be able to create a contract, and we can execute. We can store the data into the blockchain contracts. So which is a decentralized approach, so that your data or healthcare data will be securely stored. It's mainly useful for the insurance information, healthcare insurance information. I hope no more questions. Yeah. So thanks, thanks for everyone. So just please reach us in case of any queries or any questions related to the healthcare or any other industries specific data transformation needs. So we have India and USA offices, and you can reach us via LinkedIn as well. So once again, thank you for your participation and attending today with us. So we are continuing our expertise webinar series on every Wednesday. So next Wednesday, the topic would be data enrich and automation for logistics customer. So we'll go through with how we implemented for the logistic customers, especially for the MDM approach. So thank you so much for joining with us today.